In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a really lovely position for yourself, a restorative position that you can adopt to help you ease into a good night's sleep. So using restorative yoga, where you support the body completely, is a lovely therapeutic method that you can use to help bring down the busyness of your mind, to relax the tension out of your body, and just move you into a bit more of a still and calmer space. So you're very welcome here. This is Claria Yoga and my name is Claire. I'm a functional yoga and self-care coach. And part of self-care is very much restorative yoga in my practice. Restorative yoga is a fantastic way to help balance the effects of stress and also to help alleviate the pain and tightness that can sometimes present as a result of stress inside the connective tissue and the joints of the body. Now, if you're interested in delving a little deeper into self-care, I run a 21-day self-care series on my website. I've popped the link below. It's a wonderful way to go through 21 days of bite-sized moments of self-care and all the different examples. You can test them out and see what works for you and take your time with it, as it is a self-paced practice. So what you're going to need today: a couple of blocks. Now, if you don't have blocks, you can have books. They also achieve the same effect, or even stacks of cushions. Bolsters. So I have 2 bolsters here. Now, if you don't have bolsters, for the first part, the one that goes underneath your spine, you can achieve the same effect by using couch cushions. So if that's your preferred method, then go and grab a couple of couch cushions. And for the bolster that goes underneath the legs, you can also use blankets. So I will be talking you through all of this. So I also have a couple of extra blankets for the arms. So if you are using blankets on your legs, just make sure that you also have blankets for your arms. And then finally, I have an eye pillow here. Now, if you don't have an eye pillow, you can use a scarf or a t-shirt, whatever you have that you can just rest over your eyes. If you do have an eye pillow, then sometimes the weight is quite therapeutic and feels really lovely over the eyes and the temples. So in restorative yoga, it takes some time to build up your pose, and then you want to stay in it for a few minutes. So let's begin. You take your first block on its highest setting. Second block, or your books, just needs to be lower. So it provides a bit of a supportive surface there. And if that doesn't work, depending on the shape of your block, then you can also lower it as well. The idea is to get a bit of an incline in the body. So as you can see, the bolster is touching both of those blocks, and that's what you want to make sure that you have complete support. So do make sure that your blocks are still sitting firm once your bolster is on top of them. So we're going to start to move into the position. So scoot your way to the end of your bolster. Now, if you feel that your hips are too hard against the floor, then you can always place a blanket or something softer underneath your hips. The second bolster, or some more rolled up blankets, come underneath your knees. Now, you really want to make sure that your legs can sink into that support. Now, the blankets that I have here, these extra blankets, I'm rolling them up so that I can provide some support and softness for my arms. And you can do the same, and maybe you just want it to sit underneath your hands. So play around to see what suits. Now, it may take a little attempt, a few attempts, to come down and see what you need to adjust and change. So here I just need to move the bolster that's under my knees a bit. I feel okay under my hips, I feel supported. You want to feel as if every part of your body has support and that nothing is hanging. So if you feel that the blankets under your arms are too low, then take another couple of blankets and make the surface higher so that you feel that there's no hanging in the shoulders. Take your time to settle. Whatever else you may need, and you can even cover yourselves with a last blanket here just to be nice and warm and snug. And so the last part is to place the eye pillow over your eyes to filter out any light. Making any last little changes as you allow your body to settle. as you begin to allow gravity into your body. Softening your face and just tuning into the feeling of whatever is resting over your eyes. Finding looseness in the jaw, allowing the shoulders to become heavy, enjoying the feeling of support beneath your arms, beneath your spine, and under your knees. Begin to slow your breath down a bit, encouraging longer exhalations, just a little longer than your inhalations. And if it helps you to count your breath, you can inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 5. And encouraging the busyness out of your mind. Anytime you find that you jump up into your head, draw your awareness back into your breathing, and if it helps you, back into counting your breath. Now I encourage you to stay here for as long as you can. And when you're ready to come out, I'll talk you out now as you begin to move a little, drawing a bit of movement into the toes and the fingers, starting by bending the knees and just placing your feet on top of that surface, the bolster or the blankets, and then calmly moving the hands towards your eye pillow or whatever you're using. Keep your eyes closed as you begin to lift the pillow off your eyes, and you just place it to the side. Take another deep breath. And be very careful as you roll to the side. Use your forearms and your hands, rolling off the bolster onto the floor into your fetal position on the side of your body. And only when you feel you're ready to move, you can start to come up by pressing into your hands and moving towards your bed for a good night's sleep. I'll leave you here for now, and I thank you for joining me in this short restorative